Hello YouTube and welcome to another GrunfWorks episode of the KSP Science Save with Breaking Ground. And today we will be launching a probe once again. And we're gonna take the Joule probe and we'll just tweak it a little bit, and by that I mean a very little bit, to go to Moho. So I consider that a done tweak. And yes, apparently I have not fixed the initial design flaws that I had, but I'm gonna live with them. Yes, I say that a lot these days, so what can you do? Anyway, let's launch. Right, gather the science, and 3, 2, 1, and ignition. And let's go. Reducing the thrust to 1.87 and just pointing prograde, because today our mission is to Moho. Yes. And we will be doing just a flyby of Moho and hopefully return to Kerbin to reap the science, unlike what we had done with the Joule situation. So I am kind of hoping that that will resolve itself, but you never know. So here is to irreparable optimism. Yes, by yours truly. Right. Okay, standard ascent, nothing out of the ordinary. Rocket business as usual, pretty much. And let's now detach it. Add maneuver node and circularize. Business as usual, pretty much. Point the craft maneuver prograde. All right. Now getting ready for the burn. The burn time, we will be starting around 25 mark. I'm thinking actually 30-ish, because, well, just to be on the safe side. Hit it. Detaching these guys, and we are now on our way. 4.9 thousand meters per second should be enough to get us a Moho flyby, at least. Now let's deploy this. Now look at that. Now isn't this a nice deployment for a change? Opening up. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Look at that. Much better than the Joule thing. ComNet visualization to path. Yes, I prefer path. Moho, you are the target for today. So, with very little amount of faffing about, let's go and start flying to Moho. By the way, guys, this is a very heavily edited episode. The whole thing took me around 2 hours to record, and I had to get drastic to cut it down to 30-ish minute mark. Most of it, although in all honesty, most of it was just doing revolutions until I get the favorable encounter. So I figured you guys really didn't say when we were watching the previous episode that you would really like to see me post a 2-hour video where 1.5 hours is me just spinning out in the solar system. So yeah, long story short, that's why this shit is cut out. Right, so we have a little bit of the noodle wobble. I mean, it's a common problem that affects all craft that I design. And yes, I do use struts, and no, I'm not using auto strut. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I consider that part, well, I wouldn't say cheating, but if I use auto strut, then I don't know, then I didn't think about struts, and then it's not as Kerbal as I would like it to be. Okay, hitting the gas and, well, easy there on the clutch, Chief. .500 meters per second to burn. Moho is a demanding bugger. It requires a lot of amount of delta V, both to the plane change and to basically decelerate to this orbit around Sun. So yes. There we go. Screenshot, and let's leave Kerbin. Yes. Sooner rather than later, if possible. And then the camera flips, along with my stomach. Oh, look at that beautiful shot. Off we go, Warp 7. Well, I prefer Warp 5. I actually like the Star Trek, what was that, Enterprise? Although I don't know, some Trekkies consider it heresy, I don't know. Personally, I thought it was kind of fun, a little bit different than the others, and well, to be honest, that's what made it fun for me. Well, now let's do some maneuver node fiddlage and the correction burns, because yes, who doesn't want to watch correction burns? Correction burn is in 3 days, 3 hours, so might as well time accelerate. All right. There we go. Burning. All right. Okay, now that's a well, that will adjust the inclination, so let's warp until here. Okay, and we have a burn time of 20 seconds, and wow, 1162 meters per second for just the inclination change. Good golly, Miss Molly. Alright, well, challenge accepted. Okay, burning, and there we go. Looks beautiful. Okay, 4.5 meters per second, wonderful. Now, on the closest approach, I expect to be doing some fiddlage with the orbit. See, close enough, closer, closest, closer, and come on. On the next one, I expect an encounter. Come on. Or maybe we could actually do it here. Oh, yes, we could. Now, come on. Dang it. Let's do it again. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orbits. Yes. Nope. Not really. She doesn't want to cooperate, Captain. I'll have to resort to drastic measures. Fiddlage overdrive. Come on. Well, it has to be at a maneuver node. What about if I cut it down here a little bit? Good, so I come under it, and then we have a crossing orbit, so there we'll have a chance to maybe do something. Yeah, come on. Now we're talking. See? Haha! Separation 25,000 kilometers. Well, that's close. Come on. I do rendezvous at closer point. Come on. I think I'll have to work with this. Come on, give me an encounter. Oh, no, don't give me 30. Come on, be nice. Play ball. Okay, and oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Moho encounter coming in approximately, ooh, that was like 7 years. Yes, okay, so as you can see, I have cut it to 366 days because I actually went there and let the 7 years revolutionize, geez, I have problems with my English again. Node is gonna happen in another 255 days. Okay, yeah. So we need one more spin around. Well, fair enough. I was doing spins for like 7 years or something, as you can see in the mission counter. So by that time I managed to, you know, put my kid to sleep, get some soup, have a nice dinner, and then I came to the KSP realizing that, oh, it's now time to burn. Good. This is me, by the way, in a very ironic way, telling to the devs, give one more notch, please. At least when you're just in the solar system. Right, 817 meters per second to burn. Okay, and it's coming in 2 hours. It's the final countdown. Ta-da-dun-dun. So 40 seconds. There we go. And separation. Onwards and upwards to the barren plains of Moho, where you'll have a chance to photograph that Moho. Alright, yeah. We got it right on the nose, okay, and we do have a Moho encounter. Perfect. Let's warp to it. Right, so I cut and edited out a little bit part of me, you know, fiddling to get in the proper inclination and everything around Moho, because I figured it would be just too darn tedious. Now, I'm just fiddling to put a nice periapsis, low periapsis of around 8 kilometers, so I want to just swoop past the Moho and grab the science as I do it. Yes. Log the temperature. Let's collect some science, speaking of that right now. And some of them we will be transferring as much as we can, yeah, because it will be more fun to get it with Kerbals, but come on, let's face it. Who wants to go to Moho? Right, observe the mystery goo, thank you. This is something that we will be returning to Kerbin. And now let's add the maneuver, and somewhere around here. Oh, we're coming from the dark side, so we won't be able to see. Let's warp. And I wish I could see the Moho. I think I see a shadow. Yeah, whoa, hello Moho. Alright. Emergency science, come on. Make it snappy. Now, GrunfWorks. Like yesterday. Okay, science the shit of it. We're flying low over Moho. Come on, use that data and materials bay, everything. Come on. Make it pop, log gravity data. And create a screenshot that will be remembered for eons to come. Yes. Pure awesomeness. Right. Okay, so we have collected some data. I guess it's time to get the hell out of here, take a couple of selfies, and then get this thing back to the KSC. Of course, safely landed. Now, bye Moho, and thanks for the science. Oh, it looks kind of cloudy actually. Interesting. Now we come to the second problem. We need to find a target of Kerbin, and let's see. Add a maneuver node. If we just expand our thing to Kerbin, we don't have enough delta V. Woohoo! Alright, so yes, we will actually have to be really careful and find a suitable encounter with Kerbin. Okay, so guys, since I was very short on fuel, it took me an insane amount of fiddlage to find a suitable approach to Kerbin, and to be perfectly honest, it took an arm and a leg, and I was fiddling for about, I think, 30-40 minutes just trying to find a good maneuver node. Yes, I go to that length for your entertainment. And in ideal case, I skip it so you don't have to think about it. So, yeah. Now, we do need to make, I think, a little bit of a burn. To at least get on the same plane. And look, our total delta V is 1100, so we're not doing great, I would say. Alright, 300 meters per second. Alright, 40 meters per second. So yeah, as you can see, it took quite a lot of fiddling to get the correct encounter. In the end, I started getting encounter like this, and then I got this closest approach. The only problem that I had with it, was, if you look like this, hold on, come on. Yeah. So I managed to get an encounter something like this, and it took me, like I said, a couple of, well, 45 minutes actually, roughly, give or take, to get such an encounter. Then I had a lot of fiddlage to ensure that I was getting there, and then I was hoping to be able to get an aero break and then get aero captured by Kerbin. So this is me doing the final fiddlage, and as you can see, notice once again in 7 years 218 days. So this will be a mission 15 years in the making. Jeez, imagine that, you don't have a kid and all of a sudden when you get back your kid is going to high school, ready for the faculty. Jeez. So finally fiddling down the Kerbin periapsis, and I'm bringing it down to 20-ish thousand, hopefully. Oh, and we've got the moon encounter. Yes, that's all I wanted. Oh, bollocks. Is there any way I could ensure that I don't get the moon encounter? Okay, now I'm gonna use the newer room to maneuver nodes. Yes, come on. Move it here, good. And now, I'm just trying to find the best aligned one. Okay, wait, not that, you are in the moon. Can I get past moon? I mean, in theory, the moon could do me a solid and actually, you know, gravity assist. The problem is that I have so low fuel that once I actually perform this burn, the craft will be a dead stick. So that's why I'm trying to make it as accurate as possible, and then one of the two things will happen. Either we'll be able to aero capture and land on moon, or when I come beside when I transition Kerbin, if we will be going too fast, I'll probably just transmit the science anyway, and then see if the rest of the science survives the re-entry. Because I'm actually not overly positive, because I don't have any fuel to brake in the orbit around Kerbin, so that's a little bit disconcerting. Alright, bringing it down. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Almost there. 173. We might be able to pull this off, guys, with the little budget that we have. Come on now. 50, 60, oh, and 15. Woohoo! I'll take it. 19. Perfect. I'm not touching anything. And I have to be super accurate on that maneuver node, which will be in 7 years, 218 days, and 5 hours. Yes. And you will have a chance to watch this unfold in real time. I was just messing with you. I wouldn't do anything that cruel. Right. Now, our maneuver node is in 1 minute and we are getting ready to burn on the 45-second mark and burn. So let's hope that now we manage to strike that fine balance and get ourselves aero captured. 200 meters per second to burn. And our budget is 200. So yeah, we won't be left with a lot of delta V once we burn this. And this is once again testament to my design stupidity. Yes. All right. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. Now, ooh, that's not exactly 100% accurate, so I'm gonna move you here and I'm gonna adjust my thrust a tiny weeny little portion. Okay. Maybe like no. Yeah, I can adjust it once I'm closer, actually. Right, I'll adjust it somewhere here. And do a very fine adjustment because I don't think it will be that costly. See, we're talking about like few meters per second, so I should still have that within my budget. And we're back to 15 for 9.9 meters per second. Alright, so now we are, I think, coming. Yes, we are coming to enter the Kerbin sphere of influence, and after that we will have the moment of truth. Transitioning the sphere of influence. Okie doke. And our periapsis is 21. So, moment of truth. How will it go? Turning the craft orbit retrograde, or sort of. Come on. Almost. Yeah, we have a nice approach to Kerbin, so we can see it nicely. Although we're coming on the dark side, which is a shame. Okay, now let's see. Coming ever so closer. Retrograde. 4.8 thousand? Holy crap, there's no way in hell this will hold. Okay, send all the science. I don't care. Just send. Send, whatever you can, send it. Sorry guys for being a chicken, but I mean, at 5,000 kilometers per second, there's no way in hell I will be able to sufficiently slow down around Kerbin. So either I'll bounce off and fly away, or I will just burn up on the first sign of re-entry. So yeah, as much as it pains me, review stored data, well, you cannot do jack. Okay, fair enough. Now we have done enough, and let's get ourselves ready for the re-entry, although I do think this will be a bloody re-entry, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Kerbin is beautiful if you come from the dark side. Alright. Time to pack up our shit. Solar panels and fold this. Perfect. Come a little closer. Let's detach this and let's hope that heat shield will hold this. Moment of truth. When the music stops, we will know for sure. And we should be getting around. Oh, atmosphere. Yeah. I would lie if I said I didn't expect this, so that's why I sent the science. Well, guys, you know what to do. We gathered some science, and you know, like if you like the episode, hit subscribe, click that bell, and look at that, 1156 science. That's good enough. Thanks and bye.